Okay, moti ase ba mo nyintum.
Ye nyintum.
Adentia.
If you say ye ni aban ewo agreement, ye bo aban bosia, ye koto aban bosia krata a ye friend bond. Bond do not specify sika aban je fi ye ho. Nti hu de be mai ene bro bitua. Enti that's the contract, binding contract between ye and aban. It's surprising say aban to me sorry no ka say okay. Botia na me ball no. Even though time na so say me tua no, me nya sika 20 no. 10 years time me tua. Na me ma proposal say for sakrata no bra. Na botia na me dem ma no. Me chemu 10. Na ebia for the next 3 years no, me tua 1/10 of it over the next 10 years. It doesn't happen anywhere. After original terms now, you sign it, you know, a agreement, no so. It's how much government is supposed to pay in interest and when the bond matures. Now you expect to say, be a ban watching and say, oh, to meet you, and a crana, or be back as okay. Mona mobile Bosiano, me watch him in Tinibia, Miss Remo, Mama, time extension, kakra. Na me fa organize me ho na ka say okay so dey betu dia yedi and I say yent ache we dey try sika man but say aban kwa betra say unilateral is okay wo obobo chana wo de ka no wo my terms to accept. It doesn't happen. Even in military regimes it doesn't happen. Nti kambamu kabi abamu there it's all unheard of.
Okay, the other thing they say for more as individual bondholders, no, musika no ewo, a bit my fund manager, a bit me a ebia ubia on the yes intermediary between mo ene abain. Abain say or more engages our industry players, no, hoping say when they engage them, not just by extension, or more engaging monso. Monye nuntum.
No, ye nuntum because. Abai Bobosiana or Bobosiana Finkofo Bebe ho or Bobosiana from the bank or Bobosiana from the mutual fund. These are the entities which buy the government instruments. It is a person who engage those people. They are identifiable. Bondholders have an ID, IFM, Central Security Deposit Number, CSD number. Bondholder Bia will be. And you know, say me Yaw Brefo na open me the details now you can reach out to me. It is a buy and I just be engage even individually kwana ko betima send the emails and I send ko be go through the primary dealers now I told bond if also okay mon friend ko fo amaton bonds among money na say me pese it's entrance in five again by a bank trance no nka say na hihye no too my banks no too my enya say okay when they pese you know bring your old bonds and come and take the new ones. There has been no negotiation with any individual group.
Oh, okay. Inti mono mote in the first from in for example, say Meshamo statement now. You make the point say for indirect bondholders, no, they should inform your fund managers not to accept the domestic debt exchange. Meaning say obi a indirect bondholder or no our fund manager. Is it the case as for no? Omo fund managers na nkan show mo say abind the answer me to omanim.
Fund manager no ne ho to me say Owusu sika the way I pay.
Okay.
Even when they buy the bonds, they buy it on your behalf. Enti fund manager no ba catch you say okay usika margin ebia me demo 50% better treasury bill me the 20% better bond that me the 10% auto equities on the stock market. Now at the end of the year no more average return no more amount, you know. Enti no say one manager percent or ye bibia e be very who benefit and now we interest na what our fund now manager na e also about ho no beka. So I say
yes.
That is the engagement that has not happened.
And meaning say fund managers so did not reach out to our clients, no.
Some of the fund managers and the banks have sent a lot of emails,
messages,
text messages going around.
Okay.
But those messages are telling them say government has asked us to communicate so and so to you. Come and sign.
And also na mo can etre mo members say because under direct bondholders, okay, immediate steps. Pending further consultations and engagement, including the pursuit of legal action where necessary, we entreat as follows. 1. For direct bondholders, reject and refrain from complying with the mandatory deadline imposed under the Domestic Debt Exchange Program and join the efforts of the IBF. But for messages, fund managers and the banks, they call around, you know. Sir, Omoka say a voluntary arrangement. I didn't
say voluntary, but a compulsory. Because a bank catch okay, come and exchange your old bonds for new ones. A voluntary is not compulsory. But if you don't exchange them, we do not guarantee say you will enjoy any benefit in the new program. The same ministry goes ahead to tell you say no court in Ghana can give a judgment against them.
Hey.
You know, I just said, or I had the Kwano default when he is so sure that the court to give the judgment. And it looks to me like it's something that has been planned. So what I say?
Yes.
And you know, yet been thrown my mama said any group of people to decide say they will take the law into their own hands that way.
Now, if that's the case, and if you believe what the ministry who claims the ministry, if you believe that to be true, I know Semun ruling out a legal suit against the government. And yet the same court here,
oh yes, sir. If I would say, I never go higher. If I say assistant,
okay,
because it has not happened, so that one has not crystallized. It's even percent dwell too much on that. At the moment, you know, government CMA is changing bonds, you know, and we say no, we don't like the arrangement. Extend the date and let's do consultation. So what we advise ourselves going forward because you go for no bonds on hold, you know, be more mature February, basically, be more mature March, and in the coming months, and those ones will determine our next level of action.
Okay. It is a deadline now. Buying at a year, you must see any
Monday, 16th January.
16th January,
yeah.
In this statement, no, you are calling on government to kindly open a channel of communication for immediate, frank, transparent, and sincere dialogue on the domestic debt exchange with the individual bondholders, with the view to seeking an effective resolution to the developing impasse and the fast depleting confidence in the Ghanaian economy. Are you saying by this, in principle, you are not against the domestic debt exchange, but you are against it in its current form? The current form, money abaya adwin wo ho a enye meboa.
Let me say this: the exchange now, Ebano. Why has the exchange come about? Why has it become necessary that the government does a domestic debt exchange?
Okay.
Because abaya bobosia to the level is unable to pay its obligations in this year, this 2023 budget year, and the coming years, you know. And you know, they need to find a way and reduce that amount, you know, that the government uses to service debt. Now, I said in previous, there is no one way of doing the thing because I was a one of the ways of finding money is to reduce the portion of your food you eat. Instead of going to Nipa now, then they can say, okay, give me an extension. No? You can also reduce the portion of food you eat, make more savings, go back to the person and say, okay, instead of paying you 10 cedis, no, I say, my so we did it once a day, intimate you have 5 instead of the 10. The person will appreciate it more than to say, okay, I want to still live my life. I will eat 3 times a day, eat dessert, and I will come back to you and say, I cannot pay your money. What we see in the current situation is the government is not being transparent. It has not come to us with open hands because it has to demonstrate, say, it cannot pay its debt before it allows citizens to transfer their savings and their wealth in this manner. When the government is transparent in managing an economy and it goes into a problem, citizens can even say, okay, we are ready to pay more taxes. because they can see that the government is trying all avenues and it's not working. But in our current circumstances, we cannot see abandon bond homeowning in that manner. So it is just using the power to bully the bondholders. That's what's happening.
And I believe this will be your response to a more we need every individual Ghanaian to play his or her part. This is the time also you show a sense of nationalism and patriotism. Na obiya hun komun kakra na yentimin free amana ya kwa akodem no. Say obi push sa argument na eden na obeka kire no. Say wo say nso mama kwan na abanya sa de obiya hun komun kakra.
Okay, it sound say obiya wo patriotic intent say we have to sacrifice and get the nation back on track. But everything starts with leadership, right? The leader must come clean and tell us, okay, this is our problem. This is what we need to get out of this. Then the leader shows the vision and then the people follow. But if you have a leader who thinks he knows everything and won't listen to anybody, and he gets lost on the way, he comes back to say, oh, my year, where do I go? At that point, what do you do?
But
we are open to supporting any action that the government brings because we are also citizens. But we believe that the debt exchange in its current form is not the best way to go.
Okay.
It will create poverty, it will create a lot of problems for Ghanaians, and that problem they are trying to prevent, might end up manifesting itself because of that exchange.
In this the call is simple. Aban extended the deadline na onemontena sinin komo, and possibly there would be a way out, right? Okay. Are you taking inspiration from the labor omudinya exemption on pensions no ana?
Oh, not necessarily, but we have always believed that it is our own government. We can always go to the government and talk, and that's why we have opened the avenue. Say we are open to talk. And so we expect the government to listen to us, come to the talking table, and then we can find a solution.
Okay. I don't know, but I may say lawyer Martin Pebuna or represented client being so in a class action. The
IBF is a different group from that one, but we are fighting the same cause.
Oh, okay. Okay. In the Martin Pebuna, you need different from we.
Yes.
Michelle mu release now we conveners no Senyo Hosi, David Tete, Thomas Menu, Yaw Owusu Brefo, so na me na wo ka say Philip Amwatin, Thelma Teria and a Franklin Kujo. I suppose Franklin Kujo of Imani, right? Oh, okay. Okay, nti mo ni convener, nti mo membership no nti mo membership mo nya nipa be say IBF no mo ye be say.
When I'm saying at my last check we are approaching 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
Wow. Because Obi send me message say Obi, very important. Ask him where they meet. I am also a bondholder, St. Mark. And minim say where the munshia and muye face-to-face meetings.
For now, no, we have a lot of virtual interaction. And we have sent a flyer around with some Google form link on it. You should just tap it and then put his details there.
Okay, that's nice. Let's see if government will respond. Now, so far, say Monte Abayinka so far.
Not yet, but we know definitely they will come around.
They will come around. Okay, Mate. In the Ebia, nyame adumo china na say Monday. If anything should happen, you best hear in Komobio. Why?
Mate.
Yeah, that's it. Yaw Owusu Brefo, one of the conveners for the individual bondholders and a kua or more ate, and so what kind of statement? No, almost you no. Yes, going to court, one of the options on the table, but that is not the immediate option. In fact, Oshe or more what they are set up to do. Almost one advocacy. I want the exact words or more yusu yenachese ubia ehu said the Neoma isi echo. But you can also join us with your thoughts and chebenya an investment consultant na yeneno edin komo Dr. Richmond Kwame Frimpong to also help us with how government can navigate this choppy waters. Richmond akwaba na pom to saying Yadanyame ase inti ma yenti ase sa domestic debt exchange what is it intended to achieve and adentina ofri say as a obia reject in its current form aden
right. So basically baby I free abedino as a chane say investment instruments bi ohonomo aban na oye owner sort of another issue. Now usually in investment your instruments there the nearness to risk almost zero zero but almost zero. Now with time new investment education our cost now maybe come here I say government instruments there they have little or no risk adding here because it is assumed say government there it is said there is some guarantee of a sort. Now but the other doing is say government IGCK as an effort of investment. In the event say be obi abeto treasury bill as an example. What treasury bill what buy literally. What bonder. Now say government of Ghana bonder. What buy busia. Enti car buy no IGS free ankra kra. Na channel ta the firm no. E be institutional, e be a retail. Say a retailer a fa kwan be say mi so. Ba ko ne say obekọ primary dealer na ye bi obi aban ama no kwan say be a bond specialist ama no ho akwanya say onyina na name na onton ana onje sai sika no e wona name in the name of that bond enti se bank na ye primary dealer nkwan dia individuals na omo ne bank ni di jadada no omo ko bank no ha na bank na ka say oh bond we na ho sa bre home coupon and I say in other words interest the maturity terms that means this time I bet my individuals interested usually banks even conveying some of these people are almost interest almost security almost a guaranteed kind of retainer assembly anyhow no this cannot now for sometimes bank cannot meet talk in the name of the individual. And no na branch any case CSD now is say it's almost like a bank account, but it's a security account. In the event the central security depository, a account and on the register recorded bonds awato and treasury bills awato to a certain extent. And this a bank name of CSD account. Not say ya told him. In the commercial and I say who individual bondholder no. What talk directly, just that who talk from a primary dealer.
Yes.
Any will be muswa. On the Okoto licensed collective investment scheme. That collective investment scheme is and your individual are not talk through a primary dealer. But your fund manager also say come on a license. On no managing fund be as our fund not so top bonds because they be a fund no be a money market fund. In the money market fund, there, that turn your market treasury bill, no matter say bonds, any other fixed deposit instrument. And this individual called mutual fund and be from fund manager no fund manager no through the fund scheme particular will buy a bond or that instrument a government issue. And this year can say no. You bet me in excess of 10 million people that this will affect directly or indirectly.
Individual bondholders, no?
Yes.
Wow.
Only that some of them are direct as individual bondholders. Some of them are through collective investment schemes.
Yes.
And this are collective investment schemes to say M fund, to say EDC fixed income fund, and in the Sana. More clients, baby. Almost mutual fund now. Mutual fund is called top bonds. In the government, Casse, no a Kayam minimi. Into a summit, say a choir, Sika Bam is a medical chair interest, and Nuntino made done ekano namate ekano bosoa eno na ye esim no na hono na omo koto mutual fund no enam se sa issue na benefit no e ma mutual fund no returns ananka omo project no omo nya because we ne bet so into be Canadianka can e maybe on say the top fund we kram ba e see that say misika so beti but en ne bia be kono na bia so ate ana say man to mutual fund ba me koto free bank. The third instance they say sometimes bank no suit me to as an institutional investor in the name of their clients, but they be no in through CSD. And to the point in the bottom line, you know, they say it is a very huge issue and it affects so many people. And to again say a buying commodity in negotiation, and was saying all these levels and not just deal with the banks or the private dealers or even the mutual fund managers. A honor how much is here some about. But we are not careful. Now you individual bondholders see success of about 80%, and also better creating issues for the success of the exchange program.
The exchange program. Now, UTA individual bondholders group here, you can see say in principle they are not against the program. They are against the program in its current form. In the almost say are buying in pushing the deadline back now engage you more. You think that should be some good news for government, Meboa?
Truthfully, that should have been good if it was done earlier. So you see, our bank is racing against time. Remember, literally they have just up to Q1 to get the board approval and the management approval. And the further it gets, the more wider the fiscal deficit hole gets. The Kobasa the pressure can see to even the forex, and the pressure can see to government. So, and the default increases over time. Into and government may sure by now the if there's anything that can be done, ideally the government would have to recalibrate the negotiations quickly. Now, on all the different levels for the conversation, both the individuals direct, the ones through the primary dealers, the one through the fund managers, and even the fund manager at this time can call emergency, your friend is saying, shareholder meetings and begin to engage and explain, because no crime is say, and you be ampuna, Sankwato mutual fund and Kohian no. The brain pono almost maturity period, no, and so you almost here.
Sure.
But then now this lack of understanding, you know, everyone is rushing in to withdraw from this mutual fund. Remember, banks were promising liquidity fund that Yenyan settle and do cause they don't have any liquidity. The secondary market to trade the bonds also are shut naturally. They can't trade. And then the mutual funds can pay. It creates another rumor. It creates capital flight. And if you are not careful, the banks are going to be stressed out. The investment houses and the farmers are going to be stressed out. And that is going to create a big deal. Yanka insurance, the entire financial services ecosystem, banking, pensions, insurance, investment is under a huge stress. And we have to resolve it quickly.
Richmond, you're best in Komobio. Why? Richmond Kwame Frimpong, or your investment consultant, then one of our go-to people about finance and investment. Wabua breaking your money down at the Amaya.